What's up everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, analysts think a PS5 Pro is coming this year, new games arrive on Xbox Game Pass, and some Helldivers 2 players are going AFK just so they don't lose their spot in the super popular game. This is your daily fix. Sony is likely to release a PlayStation 5 Pro later this year, analysts have told CNBC. This souped-up refresh would be designed to boost interest in PS5 after Sony admitted it expected the sales pace of the console to start falling over the next year. It would also launch ahead of the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 in 2025, which is expected to significantly boost console game sales. Sony has yet to comment. It's been a little over 3 years since the PS5 was released. The PS4 Pro launched in November 2016, 3 years after the PS4 arrived. It does seem a little early for an upgrade this generation though, to me, with how slow Sony has been to drop PS4 support and fully commit to PS5 only games. Of the 6 PS5 games that have gotten a 10 out of 10 from IGN, only 2 are not also available on PS4. Baldur's Gate 3 and Deathloop. Other high-scoring games such as God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Diablo 4, Street Fighter 6, Hogwarts Legacy, and The Last of Us 1 and 2, yep, you can play them all on PS4. Even Star Wars Jedi Survivor, previously a current-gen only game, has been announced for PS4. Anyway, Serkan Toto, CEO of Tokyo-based games consultancy Kantan Games, told CNBC there seems to be a broad consensus in the game industry that Sony is indeed preparing a launch of a PS5 Pro in the second half of 2024. And Sony will want to make sure to have a great piece of hardware ready when GTA 6 hits in 2025, a launch that will be a shot in the arm for the entire gaming industry. Another analyst suggested Sony will not cut the price of the current PS5 even when the Pro comes out due to pressures on the company's margins. Last week, Sony boss Hiroki Totoki offered what he called his frank impressions of the PlayStation business, suggesting that studios can do more to cut development costs. Totoki also said Sony would try to improve PlayStation game margins by leaning further on non-PlayStation platforms such as PC. Sony has revised its PS5 sales forecast for the current financial year down from its lofty target of 25 million consoles sold to 21 million. This is despite a year-on-year increase in PS5 sales for the holiday 2023 quarter from 7.1 million up to 8.2 million. Elsewhere, Sony has said it will not release any major existing PlayStation franchise games before April 2025. Moving on, Microsoft has confirmed the games coming to Xbox Game Pass during the second half of February. Out today are first-person narrative adventure Return to Grace and fantasy RPG Tales of Arise. Coming soon on February 22nd is Bluey the video game. This game based on the hugely popular show got a 4 out of 10 from IGN. Sounds like the devs really blew it. 2 games hit Game Pass on February 27th, the Shark Sim Maneater and Madden NFL 24 for Xbox Cloud Gaming via EA Play. Madden NFL 24 is already on Game Pass console and PC. Maneater is a very fun game where you play as a shark and grow and gain superpowers as you eat more and more sea creatures and people. It's a Damon game. February 28th sees the return of hand-drawn action RPG platformer Indivisible. We gave it an 8.8, saying Indivisible manages to merge 2D platforming, thrilling combat, and a thought-provoking story. A day later, on February 29th, Leap Day, sandbox game Space Engineers lands on Game Pass. Then, moving into early March, shooter Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun joins the party. We gave it a 7 out of 10. As previously announced, Diablo 4 launches into Game Pass on March 28th as the first Activision Blizzard game to hit the subscription service following Microsoft's $69 billion acquisition. And finally today, if you're like me, you were probably eager to jump into Helldivers 2 this weekend, but were instead greeted with a servers at capacity screen. Helldivers 2 obviously saw a huge weekend, during which it broke its own concurrent players record multiple times and even passed GTA 5's Steam peak. But it was also a frustrating weekend for many who struggled to log in and play with the servers at capacity. Now, the Helldivers 2 community is calling for developer Arrowhead to add an away from keyboard, or AFK, auto kick feature to the game after players admitted leaving it on all day and, theoretically at least, blocking others from getting in. Helldivers 2 players on the game's Discord are saying they are not logging out on purpose so they can ensure they can play when they want to. One user said they left themselves logged into Helldivers 2 before they went to work to make sure they could play when they got home. Another said they hadn't logged off for 3 days. Arrowhead boss Johan Pilset says anything beyond the hard cap of 500,000 concurrent players brings the system down. Arrowhead is working to address Helldivers 2's significant server issues as word of mouth brings even more to the cause. In our review, we said its combat feels fantastic, its missions stay fresh and interesting, and its smart progression system doesn't nickel and dime you. I'll try to jump in again this evening.
IGN FanFest 2024.
Welcome to FanFest.
Thank you, good to be here.
Everybody ready?
Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely.
Join us for exclusive new looks at some of the coolest pop culture properties on the planet. Dune 2.
The sequence where Paul rides the sandworm, just extraordinary. Couldn't have been done on green screen.
The Walking Dead.
I found out that he's alive.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, we're ready.
Street Fighter 6. Brawlhalla. Godzilla Kong. WWE 2K24.
My story's full of ass whooping.
Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, trying out cursing.
And because this is FanFest, we're asking the best questions that only you
We've got another fan question.
could ever dream of.
Who is your favorite co-star to play off of in the
Why are you trying to start a fight?
FanFest 2024 kicks off February 19th right here on IGN.
Nice try, IGN.
And that is your Daily Fix for Tuesday, February 20th. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out a new trailer for the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.